Dishonor, and this is another one of those thrillers in which Americans are kidnapped in the Middle East and brave Marines shoot their way in and try to rescue them in an exercise in wish fulfillment. There are always a lot of parallels to the headlines in these movies, but not many other connections to reality. Now, in this first scene that we're going to look at, Brian Keith is a tough American colonel who is about to be kidnapped. And as you watch this scene, remember what I call the rule of the suspicious pedestrian. Now, this is the rule that states that in a thriller, whenever the hero's car hits a person clothed in concealing female garments who walks directly in front of the car, that person is not a female and is not dead. I forgot to mention that in order to get on that road in the first place, they had to take a detour. And rule number 2 states, all detours are set up by terrorists. After the Marines find out where Keith is being held prisoner, the movie supplies a routine action shootout. And the climax of the movie, of course, is a lot of violence in which somehow none of the good guys ever get hurt by any of their own stray bullets. I always love it. They go in spraying with machine guns and only hits the bad guys. This is the kind of movie where everybody stands for something, and once you've figured out what everybody stands for, there's not much suspense left. My only question was, remember when Brian Keith had the hole drilled in his hand?
To get it to the truth, make him confess.
He won't talk. Black and Decker right through the palm, and 2 scenes later, he's okay again. I mean, quick recovery. We could even make a movie about that. It could be
this is
hospital.
I can't believe you've even spent this much time on this film. This film is completely worthless to me, and to prove it, may I show one of my favorite moments?
Yeah, let's spend some more time.
Okay. Here's a scene where Brian Keith and his young assistant are talking, and they come up with one of the great interchanges in movie history.
Something about that kid that I don't like.
What's that?
His eyes, sir.
What about him?
Well, my grandfather used to say that the eyes are the mirror to the soul.
What's that supposed to mean?
That is a classic. Of course, his grandfather also said a penny saved is a penny earned. His grandfather was Ben Franklin.
The fool and his money are soon parted.
Right.
That's another one. Maybe his grandfather
Keith,
was, I think his grandfather was William Shakespeare, actually.
I'm not sure. Anyway, that line from Brian Keith, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Just fabulous.
We both voted thumbs down on Death Before Dishonor, the thriller about U.S. Marines against Middle Eastern terrorists.